What's going on, buddy?
What's up, man? How are you?
Uh, trying to, trying, trying to get through the day, buddy. As I tell you what, it was a good weekend for racing. I know y'all happy as all get out.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So we're
This,
uh
this is
we're
week number 3 in
three.
2025,
That's right.
and
That's
we
right.
ain't been canceled yet.
That's right. That's
Uh,
right. Talk to us about our race results from where shows.
Them boys, they was getting after it. I wrote a little race report this week, and I just did a little research, and that place 1956. It was a dirt track, and then they was one of the first drag strips of the southeast, and here it is 2025, and they still throwing the gate open and getting after it again. You know what I mean? It's good to see these racetracks where you hear stories of a lot of them shutting down and not doing well, but they still going. But Houston D's, they call him Buckethead, but he is probably one of the baddest dudes around with his little 7-second car, and he'll roll in there and get after it. Houston had to run Cody Oxner in the finals. Cody just got married. Congratulations on that. Kevin Pace picked up the semifinal spot. In no box, it was Jim Wood. I think he's been winning ever since I can remember. He's a bad. Mike Kaiser out of Lida, and then Josh Carroll. I think you was talking about them last week at.
Yeah, they were at Union, I guess.
Union.
Last. Yeah.
But he got the third spot. In a junior dragster, that's a tough bunch over at Wire Shoals. They pretty much represent anywhere they go outside of Wire Shoals. But Camden Dodgen picked up his first win. Now the Dodgen.
Yeah, I'll say that's Cody's youngest one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll
say his first win.
I think he just has started, I believe.
Yeah, he just got starting to get his feet wet and done jumped cool on them and picked up a win right off the bat over Christian Brazier. And he's seemed like everywhere he goes, he's a thorn all up in the mix, winning, doing well. But Colton, they tried to make it a all Dodging final, but Colton come up short, and he finished third with Harley Harper out of Pelzer, finishing in the fourth spot. In the sportsman, it was Josh Carroll again over Jeff Taylor. Jeff, he's been around forever. He's a legend himself, running his little street car over Lawrence Partlow and Alan Roberts. I call him Mr. Excitement because he's always excited about something,
I got you. Yeah. Yeah, those names are names we've heard for a lot of years, ain't it? I mean,
oh yeah,
headlines and stuff. I'll run over our Greer's results there in pro, which we actually have him on tonight. Is Joey Ramsey won, and he's got a pretty unique story of how he got to the finals. But he runnered Travis Bryant runnered up. He's ever tough. He's been on the show before, and seems like every time he shows up, he's going to go rounds. Harold Galt, he's another one going to be on tonight. Just turned 77, I believe.
I think in April the 4th or something like that, he turned 77. Yeah. He
still getting
down, does he?
Yeah. So he picked the win up. Chris Green runnered up. Chris has been a staple at Greer for a long time. He's done well over the years. Juniors, Kalen Maddox picked up the win, and
that is 3 finals. I might add, I'll brag on the little girl. 3 finals in 3 weeks.
Yeah, it is. It is.
She's amazing. She's on top of it right now.
The Peyton Rollins picked up the runner-up. I believe they're from the Mooresville area. They travel a little bit here and there, but I think they're kind of based around Mooresville, and actually they left Greer and her in that Oz Danner left Greer and ran Piedmont on Sunday, and the Peyton Rollins won
Oh man,
on Sunday at Piedmont. So I just wanted
pretty good.
there, and Oz got the runner up to her. But Sportsman, Logan, I hope I don't mess this up. Galbraith was the winner, and Cody Spears runner up. Cody's just after it all the time, so not surprised to see his name. And then you got Joaquin Ortiz. Won in the motorcycles, and Jamie Sims picked up the runner up. And then our teen racing, I only have the winner. That was Hunter. I'm gonna butcher this up. McElvin was your winner. A side note on the PDRA at Galat, I consider these two guys somewhat locals to us and have ties to Greer, but Jeremy Creasman won the elite top sportsman at Galat, and Michael White Spud was in the semis of the elite top dragster as well. I want to throw that in there, but I guess we can bring on Joaquin.
Joaquin, you ready, buddy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah, man. How are you?
Another day, another dollar.
That's right. That's right.
Well, you went back to back, didn't you? That's 2 weeks in a row at Greer.
Yeah, we're trying to go all the way. We're trying to take that top spot and keep that top spot.
Hey. Talk to us a little bit about you, your bike.
So the big talk is everyone thinks I have a delay box, and they all think that my bike's built. Unfortunately, my bike's a stock motor bike. It's a 07 Gixxer 1000. It just has a lot of chassis work done to it. If you don't have the chassis set up, you can't put down the power. So we started with the chassis to build that. Myself, I own a mechanic shop out here in Spartanburg. We've been in business now almost 2.5 years now. And we're just, we're doing really well for ourselves. We actually got some sponsors that helped us out. With this year's racing, Overman Tool Company, Snap-on is one of them. Gutter Butter is another one. We also have AMSOIL, which is Dominator, who's at the local track with us.
Yep.
He's another one. So we're doing pretty well for ourselves. I've been racing my whole life. So as far as drag racing, that's new to me. I've been doing it for a while as far as just messing around, but taking it serious now. We've been going on. This is our second year taking it serious.
Yeah. Well, I seen on your Facebook page where you'd won at Carolina or something. What was that? Just a bracket race they had down there, or what?
So I also race. I'm leading the points race down in Carolina right now as well for the 6-0 index.
Oh yeah.
We actually have a race this weekend out in Carolina that I'll be at, and we've raced a lot of ET classes at Carolina Dragway, and we've taken home. I mean, I got a check sitting right beside me from Carolina Dragway.
I guess.
But yeah, we've taken home quite a bit of trophies and checks, and we want to keep continuing.
Oh yeah. The one thing that I noticed from your winter circle pictures and stuff, we dwell on the family atmosphere at Greer and just race in general. But I realized I told Russ, I said, man, it's a family affair with them, because I seen in some of winter circle pictures where you had looked like a lot of people, and I'm
So,
assuming they were family. You know.
so me personally, I have 6 kids with one on the way.
Oh
Oh
wow.
my God.
So in the last
You
Greer,
need to
not this
get back to
last.
working. You probably got. You better get back to working after the show.
Man, that's why I'm always in the shop. Everyone's like, why haven't you built your motor? Well, because I'm still working to pay
Oh
off
yeah.
for my kids.
It's all good though, ain't it? It's
Yeah, oh
you
yeah.
wouldn't have it
Oh
any
yeah.
other way.
Hey, they support me 110%. They're right by my side. And, I'll sit there and I'll run my trial runs and I'll talk to my wife and I'll be like, babe, what do you think I should dial in? And she'll sit there with me and do all the math with me and be like, well,
Yeah.
this is what I think you'll dial in.
That's
And
cool.
I go up there and I dial that in, and sure enough, we run the number straight on.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I noticed at the banquet that y'all were a family unit when you showed up at the banquet. I could tell you guys were, together and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
That support for you. That goes a long way. I mean,
absolutely.
but I know you already thanked a lot of the folks that you wanted to thank, but what started you? And you're talking about racing. I know you're street racing such as that, but what got you going? Did you start out Thursday nights and ventured into Saturdays, or how did that really come about?
So when I first moved out here, my brother was like, he looked at me, unfortunately, he's no longer with us. He actually died on a motorcycle on Asheville Highway
mm,
5 years ago. And when he sat there, he's the one who introduced me to Greer Dragway when I first moved down here.
Gotcha.
And before that, I didn't have a bike the first day I went out there. And I started seeing people drag racing, and I'm like, this looks kind of cool. I want to try it out for myself and see, what we could do with it. And sure enough, I got a bike. We went down out there a couple times. And then it was, again, a family thing. When we ride together. So when we went down there, we went ahead and started drag racing, and a lot of my bike family fell off of going to the track. And that's one thing that me and my brother bonded on. So I wasn't letting that go. And I know if he was here today, he'd be proud as can be, because he told me, he said, man, he goes, you're racing like that on a 636, because that's what I started out on. And he's like, you're chopping 1000s up like that. He goes,
Right.
you're going to be a pretty nasty racer.
That's cool. Yeah, that means
Yeah.
a lot to you for sure. Well, Tom may have something else. I had one more thing, and I know you guys. I've known Jamie really all my life. So, and I know of Andrew, just him being around and stuff with his wife's father raced, a good bit.
Right.
So he was around. But talking with Jamie more, I know you guys are wanting to grow your class. I hope if folks are watching, give me a sales pitch to your motorcycle riders of why they should be at Greer on Saturdays.
I mean, our biggest thing is, if we can get more bikes down there and race, everyone thinks it's grudge racing. It's not. It's dialed in time, so it's even. And that's the biggest thing is, these guys on Thursday night, they think that it's grudge racing, the lights dropping at the same time, and it's whoever has the faster bike. Jamie Sims, he's a great racer. He runs 560s on his bike, and I'm dialed in at a 590. So,
Right.
it's fair game, and that's what I love about it. And that's why I got away from the grudge scene, because it's too much arguing, and whoever has the deeper pocket is the one that's going to win.
Right. Yeah.
Where this is, you can literally just leave like you're leaving from a stop sign and run down the track.
Yeah, because didn't Jamie part of the year last year? Didn't he have a true street
Yeah, oh yeah,
frequent.
that was his Sunday
I'll
driver. Him and
say,
his wife went out to eat on that,
yeah,
and
yeah,
he road
yeah.
rides, and he told me, first thing he did the first race of the season, I looked in the back of the trailer and I said, I hope that blue bike's not in there, because that bike he was very consistent on,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I mean, the way
yeah.
he rode that bike that last year, you know, was amazing. And I mean, I'm doing what I can to reach out to people, but we definitely need more people to come and join. Um, we're actually in the process, me, Andrew, Jamie, we're all talking about, if someone doesn't even have the money, that we're going to figure out how we can have them still join and, get a taste of it and see how they feel about it. Cause it's a whole different ball game. I was up in the air at first and everyone's like, oh, you should join the points race. I'm like, what's that?
Right, right.
Then it
Yeah,
got introduced to me and then I got hooked.
yeah,
Yeah, the WDRA, the points race, and being able to go and represent Greer Dragway and run for the World Championship, it's an amazing feat. It's something special. Anytime you need on our format to do something to build the motorcycle, Rusty's really a big advocate of trying to get people to come. I wish we could get more participation on Saturday night. And but anytime you need us to do anything to try to help y'all on our format,
Yep.
we just and we we've got sponsors and stuff, and we're going to be stepping up here real soon, and we may be putting a little money in y'all's give y'all opportunity to win a little more money. I don't know if a little more money would bring more racers
And
out or what.
I mean, and that's another thing and sorry to cut you off. That's another thing that is good in our behalf, because if we have 30 bikes that show up, 100% goes back to the racers.
Yep.
Greer does not take a dime of that.
Yep. Yep. That's
So,
amazing.
and that's amazing, because it's like, normally they have, oh, you have a 10 bike minimum with a guaranteed purse.
Right.
But over here at Greer, it is 100% payback to the riders. So if we have 30 bikes, doing the math at $35 a bike,
yeah.
we put that in fuel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
well, we sure do appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. And like I said, anything we can do, and we wish you continue good luck next weekend in Carolina. And I'm sure you're going to be all up in the mix of the points championship at Greer. And we wish you the best.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it, man. Thank you.
Y'all have a good night.
Yes, sir.
You too, bro.
Thank you, buddy. Well, that was pretty good. We got another interviewer to come in and help us with these next two guests, don't we?
I think we do.
Yes, sir.
There he is.
There he is.
What's
There
up,
he is.
How y'all doing?
There he is.
Somebody done broke some glass, bro.
Yeah. Stone cold, baby.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, we got we got him, Harold Galt.
I know
You
him.
probably had to.
I know him well. He beats me up every week. He's great.
We're gonna bring Harold on and talk to him a minute.
If he starts,
it's probably getting past his bedtime right now, ain't it?
if he starts trash talking to me, I'm just gonna cut off and
You're out.
I blacked out on him right now. I hope he's. We might have to go to Joey.
Harold, you there?
Harold?
you done put him to bed.
He done went. He's done gone to bed. We might have to jump over here and talk to Joey, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, well, here we go with Joey. There he is.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's up,
Hey,
buddy?
buddy.
How are you?
Congratulations on this past weekend, man.
Oh, yeah. I got lucky.
She.
Well, you did have a good car. I have to say, Steve's got a excellent car. I think me and you talked earlier yesterday, and it will repeat. You just got to get out there and turn loose, and it'll put you in contention to do some winning.
Yep, it sure does. It does a good job.
Talk to us a little bit about this you and what you race back home and where you call home as far as a racetrack.
London, Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah, I live about an hour, almost 2 hours from London. That's the closest track to me.
Okay.
I live just a little over 2 hours from Bristol, so I run a lot in the DER series down there.
Okay. Now, what do you have? What do you race?
I have a M&M dragster. It's actually my car and the one I was in Saturday at Steve's is actually identical. Couple year model difference, but same car, same wheelbase, pretty much the exact same motor and everything.
I got you. So you felt at home, didn't you?
You're no stranger.
That's right. Oh,
So you run the blower setup on your personal car as well?
Yeah. Mine and
Okay.
Steve's is both the 582 with the 250 blowers on them.
Okay.
Well, talk to us. I mean, I know this. I've heard the story, but tell us how Saturday, how it come about. You driving Steve's car.
Well, I just rode down with my buddy TJ Owens to watch him race, just to be getting out of the house. We got down there, and Steve made the time trials, and that first round, he just wasn't feeling too good, and he said, "I'm just gonna put it in trailer. I ain't spending no more money. I'm gonna go to the house." He said, "Unless you want to drive it," and I'm like, "Well, I don't know yet." I asked them if that's all right, and they went up there and said where I was gonna buy it back, it'd be fine. So we had to kindly take a guess at a dial in and what a number to throw in the box, and got pretty lucky and made it work.
That's right. Chad, talk to him. What you got?
I was just saying that sounds like something Joel Matz would do. Never sit in a car,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
roll out, get down like 10 total or something first round.
Yeah.
So so do you actually live in Kentucky, or are you south of Kentucky towards Tennessee?
I live in Kentucky, right
Okay.
on the Virginia border,
Okay.
as far east as you can go in Kentucky.
Okay. I've been to London one time for a race years ago, and then a buddy of mine that lives in Barberville told me how to come back, so I ended up coming back down through like the Cumberland Gap and all that. So anyway,
Right.
but I think I hit every red light between there and Tennessee and Morristown and all that the way I come in. But so I mean, so you said you run the blower setup on your personal one. I mean, similar ET. So I mean, you had some kind of an idea of what to put in the box and go, I'm assuming, to an extent, right?
Yeah, that's what I did. I kind of went off of my car. Me and Steve's a whole lot different than what we run in a delay, and so I just kind of took a guess at what I would put in mine if I was in that situation, and yeah, it worked out pretty good. I think I was 10 on the first let go, so
I
That's
think
right.
I seen you was 10 on the Mustang and went down there and took a 5,000 stripe or something, and and I knew going into the finals, I think Travis, I think he turned it red on you, I think, but that was going to be a good one because he's probably one of the best around these parts.
yeah.
He
I was kind
runs.
of dreading him a little bit. I was actually 1 beside the Mustang, and I ended up being 9 on the let go beside Travis in the final. But yeah, I know that was going to be a pretty tough one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he runs. They live more toward like Commerce, Georgia, and then of course Commerce is closed, but they would always sneak up our way and race. And anytime Travis shows up, he's always in the mix. You know what I'm saying? He turns loose good, and his old car is pretty nasty too. So,
we all claim Greer's the tough, and it's known for a lot of people don't race there because it's so hard to win. I mean, we've heard, Chad and Rusty, y'all have heard that. But for you to roll in there, and what do you think about the opponents? I mean, what do you think about the racetrack in general?
Oh,
and
it's a great track. It's smooth, great track. Yeah, I know I kept watching the ones that was making it down. I know there's every one pretty tough, so
yeah,
I know I have my hands full. But
yeah.
anyway, like I said, got a little lucky.
I know. You said you did some index racing with the Verge series.
Yeah,
You say you won a couple of them.
yeah, I won one at London the first year Berg had their series going, and then a couple year ago I won one in Huntsville, Alabama,
Oh yeah,
in the 450 dragster class.
yeah.
I said,
That's
now, didn't
I
Tyler and them take it over?
yeah, they
Bohannon?
took it over last year.
Okay. Okay.
They're actually their first weekend is this weekend at South Georgia, but I ain't gonna be able to make it.
I got you.
Had this weekend? Had you ever been down the racetrack at Greer before? Or
I have.
you
I was there
okay?
once a few years back in a slower door car, and then we was there probably sometime in 23
Yeah,
in my other dragster, but it still had the same motor. I think I went low 40s in it down there at day two. So.
Okay. Okay. So, can we expect you back for the?
Oh yeah,
now,
Yeah,
I don't need to be back for no 10K.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he knows it, but we got that 10 grander in the Quick 16 series. There's 3 of them scheduled this year. There at Greer. I just said, can we expect you back? I mean, the luck you, the way you
yeah,
roll.
we'll definitely be back. I really enjoyed it up there. What is the Quick 16 deal?
You have a 8 car. It's 8 dragsters and 8 door cars. It's a qualified field, and
They run for $4,000. I mean, it's a 16-car shootout, and you win it, and you go on into the
you roll
main
into
event.
10, you roll into back into the 10 grand main event.
It's a pretty good deal. I mean, as a spectator, it's like awesome event. But yeah, a guy like you probably could get up in the middle of some of that. I don't know. There's some fast cars out there.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I've
Now,
seen a
there's-
few of them down there. Heard some of
there's,
them boys talk.
Yeah, there's like if you was to lose first round, you can buy back into the main event, or like Tom said, if you was to win it, you can roll back into the main. But yeah, he's got 3 on the schedule. I don't have it in front of me, but I know the first one's in June, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But you can look on their look on the website, and she should have something on Facebook as well. But there's 3 of them scheduled.
Yeah, I'll
this
definitely
year.
check into that.
Okay. But
I'm actually thinking the first one's in May. I think it's May, June, and then it skips to like August.
Yeah.
okay, well, I messed up then. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep you away from the one in May. Is what I'm trying to do. give us a shot. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Well, is there anybody you want to thank? Obviously, I know Steve for the car, but like on your stuff, is there folks that you want to thank that helps you along the way?
Oh yeah, my wife for sure. Her name's Virginia, and then my buddies are TJ and Alan Owens. They like brothers to me. We've raced together for years. Me and TJ usually keep his car in the trailer with mine, and we've been all over the country racing together and stuff like that. So I probably couldn't do it all without that bunch right there helping me a lot.
I got you. That's
Actually, TJ and Alan is the ones that does my engines and everything.
Okay.
Now, is TJ, is this what he does? Is this something he does for a living, or is he just is that his profession, or?
Yeah, kindly sort of. They just got into it pretty good, so they done pretty good with it.
Well, I know they got and he does Steve's stuff as well.
Yeah, sometimes we do Steve stuff.
Yeah, they got it dialed in pretty good because it's a pretty quick car. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on here and being with us. We like to hearing you just jumped in that car and just went to town like it wasn't nothing, and that's an amazing story. We just wanted our folks to hear about it, and we appreciate you coming over and racing with us, and we come on back and bring some people with you. And like I said, it's a great facility. Mike's probably got one of the best programs and the best track, I'd say, working track, period. Like you said, it's a good, smooth track. But we thank you for coming on here and being with us.
But not a problem. We'll definitely be back up to see you. I'll get on there and get some info on that other race you was talking about. It sounds pretty interesting.
Oh yeah. It'll be it's a good. Honestly, like I said, I would go over, and if I couldn't race, I'd show up just to watch, because they some nice fast cars side by side. The quick 16 is just it's amazing.
We had 3 scheduled last year, and the first one got rained out. And I don't know. I want to say it was the third one. Chad, Tom, you could correct me if I'm wrong. But I know on the dragster side, the number 1 qualifier was 385, 6, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know what the bump was, though.
I can't remember the bump. I want to say it was in the 30s. I can't remember, just to be honest with you. And on the door car side, it was either high 70s or real low 80s, I believe. But yeah, check it out. Like I said, you should see it on their website, and I think they will have a flyer at some point, but for you to check it out.
Yeah.
Well, I sure appreciate y'all inviting me on.
Yes, sir. You be good. It was good to talk to you, man.
All right.
Thank you,
Talk to you later.
Man, that was we might not want him coming over though.
I shouldn't talk to him about it, I guess.
Well, I'm ready for Harold Galt, the 77-year-old's probably ready for bed. Hate we got him on here so late, but we're gonna let him come on, see what we got. Oh yeah. Here he is, the man of the hour. There he is.
I don't go to bed early, even though I'm an old man.
Hey, Harold, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. All y'all doing good?
Doing good.
This is a little better setup than the last time we tried to have you on. We didn't really do you no justice, and it's good to have you on here.
Kim Murder says gone to sleep? Question mark.
Yeah, he was trying to call my phone a while ago. Ken was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how'd you not start off over there Saturday? Tell us about it.
Well, started off. I'll go out there and a 09 light. I ain't had an 09 light in Tim's car, no telling when. I had to come back and I said, I got to get this stuff together here. And I started doing good. And here comes Chad, of all people.
Oh,
not again. I said, I really got to step it up now, because he is tough. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
So I got lucky.
Lost Chad. We had Chad here and he lost him.
Yeah. I got lucky and beat him. You know, it was close, tight, And anyway, and I got the car too hot trying to third round the pro. I didn't have time to cool it. I was about 9,200 when I went to the starting line. And it slowed up a few hundredths on me. So I come back and cooled it and back running good. And I need to quit running around and around without putting it out on alcohol.
Right.
See, I'd be like Chad. If I had alcohol, I can just cruise around and around.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
If you're like me, you lose second round, then you don't have to worry about round robin.
Hey, you may lose sometime, but they one thing about it, you're not gonna lose all the time because you are phone. You're good, Chad. You really are. And I hate to see you pull beside me. And I know I got to be on it. Ain't no way out of it. And,
The old Cody says we need to get that thing on meth, Galt.
yeah.
I'm sure Cody will hook you right up, probably.
He probably would.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Last year you had a really pretty good. I mean, you was double entered both classes, and you just and correct me if I'm wrong. April, you had a birthday. You turned 77. Am I correct on that?
You are?
How do you keep doing it? I mean, and what motivates you to? I mean, what me and Rusty was talking about that as a 77-year-old man. Most people are up, maybe going playing with grandkids, or getting up, going to the Waffle House, going to the local car show, going help at the church, or going fishing. How do you get up? Because I
Not
mean,
Harold Galt. Not Harold Galt.
I mean, I love racing ever since I could. I'd be racing on the street when I was 14 years old. You know, you could get driver's license back in, and I just always loved racing, and it's just the way I always been. Which I don't go quite as much as I used to. If it was open, I was going if it was 3 times a weekend. Because I can remember going to Friday night to Shadyside, back to Greer, back to Shuffletown on
oh
Sunday.
yeah, oh yeah, oh
You
yeah.
know.
I remember them days that I would. I don't know that I would do it now. That my body, I'm like, wow, it's like, man, I need a break. I need to take it easy.
Yeah.
But it's just amazing to see you just keep getting it and like it ain't nothing.
It's something, man. You know, it's tough. And I don't know. I'm just thank God that I can still
Oh yeah,
go like I can at 77. Had a doctor's appointment today. My daughter makes me go get a checkup every 6 months or a year. And ain't even nothing wrong with me, I don't think. Blood work, she got part of it back. She gets all that information. Said, it's better than mine. I says, well, no point in me going no more.
that's it.
That's right.
But she
Chad,
worked about me. And I
Chad,
got
jump in
one
here.
grandchild, and she's grown, lives in Columbia, you know. So I have lots of time. It's only me, you know, because my wife died in 2000.
Yeah.
Chad, jump in there.
I guess I want to go back. You said you started out street racing. I mean, when you was 14. I mean, I guess I've always associated you with, you know, stock and super stock racing along with the bracket racing and all. What year did you win the stock world championship in IHRA?
97.
97. So, I mean, and I know you used to run around with Larry and Daryl and Skip and them. I mean, but
Yeah.
was you already involved in stock and super stock before you raced with them, or did y'all come together and do that?
Well, what got it started, they was having an IHRA points race at Greer. Here I am in a bracket car, primered, running, I don't know, 690s with an old 350 in it. And I said, I believe I go up here and I just claim me a 283. The only time I ever cheated in my life. And claim me a 283, and I'm going to race this race. So I did. I joined and raced it. Well, I got down to the final, run that black Chevy 2. It had TCI on it. I can't remember his name. I know him real good. And I had him in the finals. I beat him on the tree. I go down there and I give it to him because he knew I wasn't legal. So I just backed out of it and let him have it. And I got runner up. And then Larry says, we're going to get this thing. We're going to turn it into super stock. He buys a motor from Jim Reynolds and puts in that car. They painted it. Well, Daryl had it painted, and he puts the motor in it. He buys it from Jim Reynolds. Larry still got the motor because I could put it back in a car, but Jim couldn't get it to go. But in a Corvette, he went 10, 14 or something. Best he could go. I put it in the Chevy 2 that should have been slower. Go to Darlington. First pass, I go a 990 with a 0, and Jim come over and he just couldn't believe it. But thank the Skip and Daryl. I couldn't have raced super stock and much as I did, and without them. And I'd go somewhere and race. I'd drive back to Greer if I could get back and race and then go back.
How long how long you been acquainted with old Tim?
Oh, there's about all my life, just about. We raced at Spartanburg together. He had a car. we'd get up. I'd get my daughter and wife, and we'd be up Spartanburg at 12 o'clock out there around and racing.
I see him at the races with you now, and
Yeah.
has he got any involvement with the car? Or is he just there to support
It's
you
his-
and help you?
That's his car.
So it's his car.
Yeah, and a friend of mine done all the machine work. I built the motor and put in it.
Yeah.
Just built it to where I wouldn't have to turn it. I don't even turn the thing much, about 6,400.
Well, it's a pretty good car, so it's tuned pretty good.
Yeah,
I'd
it's a
say.
real good car. Tom built it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can I throw one more IHRA question in real quick?
Yes, sir.
Is it true?
I knew that was coming. Go ahead.
Is it true that you're the reason they changed the qualifying status for stock and super stock? So you used to show up, you used to race at Greer on like Saturday, then you show up on Sunday at the IHRA events and go out there and win. And then they made them come back. You had to qualify on Saturday to be able to
They
race
get
on
in.
Sunday.
They wouldn't give me a run on. They made me come because I would go up there, make one run, and I would win. I mean,
Yeah.
I was like you, Chad. I was younger, and I just loved to race, and I put my heart into it, And so they decided, a lot of them, I went up there. I didn't even have a trans brake. I'm foot braking a super stock car against them people. And so when they made me go on Saturday, I go like Farmington. I'd drive up there. Larry'd carry the car and all, and I'd make one run. I'd leave. I'd come to Greer and race. I'd go back on Sunday morning. Larry said, well, they come over here and said you had a delay box in it. They jacked it up. I said, ain't even a trans brake in it. But foot braking, if you get it to where it suit, the car's got to suit a man that's foot braking. If he gets it to suit him, he can do really good. Chad knows he does it all the time. He's anywhere from 00 to 02 about all the time.
Sometimes.
A lot of times, not sometimes, a lot.
A lot.
And they stab at him. I know, they do. And they tell me he's cheating. And I told them all, I said, the one thing you'll never make me believe, he foot brakes and he don't cheat. Hey, people ask me, you don't think he cheats? I said, no, sir, he don't cheat. He just likes to race and he puts everything he's got into it to do good.
Well, I have to say he's dedicated. And both of y'all had the same dedication.
Yeah.
Chad, and that's what it takes to be. I mean, you can show up and win you one here and there, and have your. That's what I tell people. You can go and let the sun shine on you that one time for the year, maybe, and hit it here and there, but consistently do what both of y'all have done over the years. Because Chad, I know his accolades is pretty good as himself. He's been doing it a long time, and he's probably gonna be like you. Somebody will be talking to him when he's 77 on here.
I know he will. He'll be there.
I don't think I'm gonna live to be 77. I think
Cody says cheetah.
Yeah.
You'll make it. I got confidence in you, Chad.
Harold, is there talk about all these races you've been to and all that you've been involved with, accomplished? Is there a particular race or racetrack that you would love to go to before you quit racing that stands out to you?
Well, quite a few of them that I went to, but some of them closed. One in Virginia. Every time I went, I won somewhere up in I can't remember. It's in Virginia though, and I like Piedmont. I done good at Piedmont, and I don't know. I just liked all of them basically.
You been to Norwalk before, Harold?
Been to Norwalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't win one at Norwalk. Made some rounds, but I didn't win one. That is it's worth driving up there to get their ice cream. I ate a bunch of ice cream when I went.
I've heard that. I've heard it was good.
It was really good. And I remember I went to Etheridge, Tennessee. You ever heard of it?
Etheridge, Tennessee.
I went to Atlanta down that way, took a ride, but way back up. I don't know where I was running stop. I get there on Saturday, car's running good. I had all these high dollar push rods I put in there. Cost $100 and something back in the 90s. Got up there and the guide plate, like a sawed them in two. So Sunday morning I get up and go to Park's house, O'Reilly or somebody, and bought melon push rods, $1 and something a piece.
Oh my God.
In there and run them for years. And every few months I'd take one out, look at it, never scratched them. Crazy.
Yeah, that's good.
What before we go, what is your like 2025? What's your goals? You're naturally you like anybody else in the foot brake division to win. You probably same in pro, but what is your goal for this year? Just keep doing what you're doing, or you looking to win that track camping? You got a race like a foot brake race in Bristol that they have every year, or the World Foot Brake Challenge, what I'm getting at, or anything that you'd like to go and participate, or what is Harold Galt got on his plate that he'd like to get after this year?
I would like to go up to Bristol and run foot brake race with Tim's car one time. You know, just to say I went.
Oh, yeah.
It's tough, you know. Chad's been there. It's tough. Chad's won some up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
racing's tough at Greer now. It is.
It is.
Nice place. You know, Mike's really done good.
Yeah. Well, man, we appreciate you coming on here. I know you probably got a lot going on and a lot to do, and we enjoyed speaking with you. And I think our viewers like hearing what you have to say, and just keep doing what you're doing. And I'm gonna tell you, y'all two probably gonna be duking it out at the end of the year. I'd say, wouldn't you, Rusty?
I would think so. We may have him back on again, I'm sure.
I'm gonna come every week and do my best. You know,
Oh,
if I
yeah.
win, I'm happy. If I lose, I'm still happy. I'm not
Sure.
no sore loser. But I mean, it aggravates you. I don't care who you are to lose. You know,
Oh yeah.
but I.
Well,
Well,
Harold,
really-
we appreciate you, buddy. You are a true legend over there at Greer, and really just in the sport itself. You've done a lot of good, and just your attitude. There's a lot that these kids coming up. I mean, even me and even older can take from how you approach your racing, and we thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you.
All right, man. Thank you very much. You be good.
And I'll see you Saturdays.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Take care.
Good job, Harold.
See you, bud.
All right, we got Hank Gott coming on board. He's going to talk about the 864. We got a big week of 864. We got Thursday night and then Saturday, and then we got a bracket race coming. I'm gonna bring him on board and see what he has to say.
He might be asleep.
He probably is. He probably is.
He's not the bald eagle no more.
The voice of the Greer Dragway.
Yeah,
What's up?
that's top fuel Hank now.
Top Fuel Hank, and I'm not asleep because I'm retired and I don't have to go to bed.
Uh-oh.
And if you call me in the morning early, I'll be mad at you.
Uh-oh.
I think
Yeah,
he sleeps
yeah.
at about 11 o'clock every morning.
10,
My bad.
unless somebody
Yes,
calls
sir.
me up. Yeah.
Gets up, gets him a shower, and he meets whoever for dinner because he's got somewhere he eats about every day, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
We wear the peach blossom out quite regular. Boots and sunnies. We want a good hot dog. So yeah. That's my agenda. You know, you get up, get ready, and then decide where you're gonna eat.
That's what you live for, ain't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's called retirement.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Love it. Yep.
All
Hey,
right.
by the way, the $10,000 race is May the 17th. The second one is June the 21st, and the other one is August the 16th.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
There's
Heard
your
it first.
10,000. So if
Heard it first here from Top Fuel Hank.
there you go. Yep.
He's the Greer Dragway. What do you expect, man?
That's
Gotta
right.
be. Gotta
The
be.
golden
Yeah.
boy at that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Mike Greer, he'll tell you. Yep.
Go ahead, Tom.
What all's going on this week? 864. I feel like I'm not prepared. I would love to get over there on Thursday nights and stay on top of what's going on over there. It's I hear other people talk about it, and it's pretty exciting what's going on over there with all the 864, and they pack them in over on Thursdays. And I'm hoping Saturday people will come out and watch the 864 Outlaws are coming out there Saturday.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got the 864 list cars tomorrow night. They basically like got 10, 12, ever how many, and you try to move up the list and you want to be the number one man at the end of the night. They run for bragging rights is what they run for. Now the Outlaws Saturday, they running for $4,000, and they run elimination. When you get beat, you're done. So there's a little bit of difference between the 864 list cars and the Outlaws. The list cars, they really have to drive they'll have to drive. Sometimes they'll make them drive up 20 miles up the road and turn around, come back and put it in the staging lanes and make a run.
Yeah.
The Outlaws are basically steel roof, steel quarter panels with a 28-inch tire, and anything else probably goes. So, but
is that a qualified field, Hank, or is that all run?
It'll
Saturday?
be all run. It'll be all run Saturday.
Do they do a chip draw?
Yeah.
As
far as I know,
that's
they do
what's
chip.
impressive. They do that chip draw, and you don't know who you get.
Right. I'm gonna tell you that there'll probably be a bunch of spectators there because the 864 they have some followers. I give that to them as far as bringing in people and to want to watch. You'll see more spectators there Saturday than you usually do. I don't think they're gonna run a little later. I don't think they're gonna make their first qualifying hit probably till, is it 3:00?
Yeah, I saw it on the flyer. I couldn't remember.
They put on a good show. Them things, they'll fly for a small tire.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now, is Eddie involved with both the list cars and the Outlaws, or he just mainly the list cars?
Who, Eddie?
Yes.
Eddie's involved in both of them.
Okay.
But I know he's not going to be there Saturday. Is it Saturday or Thursday? Because he's going to Shadyside. They got some kind of race because he's been on them about coming to Greer, so they on him about coming to Shadyside. So
I saw him on Shadyside's list for Thursday night. They got some kind of 12 or 12
maybe that's
car shootout or something other.
Okay. I knew it was one of them because I texted him today and asked him, what the difference was in the rules, and he was telling me. And but hopefully he'll be there Saturday because he redone his whole car from front to back and then put a different motor in it, and he's got that thing rolling. So
that's the Camaro.
Yes. Yeah. Super nice. Yes.
Now, is this the first point? Is this the first race for the list cars on the year then?
The Thursday night, tomorrow night.
Yes.
It's the first. It's actually it'll be the first race because the first one got rained out.
So does it roll over from last year? Like, is the Black Nova still the top of the list?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. The Black Nova is. I think he's number one. The station wagon, the blue station wagon, Chris Klopper. I think he was like number 2. Maybe Logan Terry, and then Eddie. Once he gets back to running, he'll have to come up the list. See, because he was. They got some rules like if you don't show up, you kind of drop down the list. Which I guess you should, but and then they changed it where I think you allowed to miss one or something like that. So, but the one Saturday will be good because, like I said, it's for money. So you'll see a whole lot faster cars Saturday than you will Thursday night.
Well, you said they were fast. What you talking like 580s, 590s?
You really, yeah. That's to the 100 foot. Yeah.
Who would you?
They
If you
probably
was a
don't
betting man,
feel what they will run, but they're in the fours. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
They might be high fours, they might be low fours, but I probably ain't really supposed to. I have to turn the screen off when the list cars run and the outlaw cars run. I have to, or whoever's up there has to turn the screen off, because I don't need to know what they ran, and that way there's no you can't say, hey, Hank went and told so and so they run this and that and the other. I'm like, it don't matter to me. So yeah, but I know they're fast. Let's put it that way.
If I had a bunch of dollar bills and I wanted to go over on Saturday night and I wanted to go crawl up in the stands and wager some bets on some of them guys, throw me some names of people I need to be paying attention to, who to look for. What would you do? Who would you, if you was a betting man, you got any names, or do you know them well enough to call them out and say, I'd probably bet on that car or that car?
You mean just regular?
No, on the Saturday the outlaw cars. If I want to go, I don't know none of them, so I don't know who to even look for.
I don't know who's coming. I really don't know who's. I don't know the 864 Outlaws as good as I do the list cars, because see, I work on Thursday nights.
Yeah,
the list cars, and on Saturday, I don't know who they are, but
I need to go over on Thursday night and do some wagering.
Oh, now they do some wagering on Thursday night. Now, they throw them dollar bills out every run. I don't care if it's two goats running down through there. They're gonna bet on it. So, yeah, right. They have fun on Thursday nights. I mean, it's a good show on Thursday nights, regardless of what's going on. So yeah, but yeah, I don't know the 450 if Josh Davis is there with that Mustang convertible, that'd be the one to put your money on. Let's see who was there. They had the 8-car shootout here a couple weeks ago. And
what about Truman's son?
Yeah, Mark
yeah.
Williams. He's just as fast. That big blue Malibu.
Yes,
they
sir.
call it blue something.
Yes, sir.
He's bad to the bone. There's one more. Who is it? But there's 3 or 4 of our. Yeah, Tom. If they over there and you want to try to win some money, you come over and I'll give you a little side deal. You bring the money, and I'll give you the information.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We
Hope
can do
it goes well. Yeah. So yeah. But
Tom,
Thursday night
Tom,
we'll have
fast,
people Thursday night.
So you want to know how fast they went? I know I went to the last list race at the end of the year last year, and they turned the clocks on, and the Malibu wagon went a 486, I believe.
Well, yeah. I meant to tell you this: the 864 list cars have voted to turn the clocks, the scoreboards on when they race. So tomorrow night the scoreboards will be on every
Oh my
time.
God! That might be worth riding over for.
Yeah, but he's right about the wagon. He's been with the Black Nova. He's been just as fast.
I know the track was cold that night in the Nova. If he put the power down, he'd do a big, huge wheelie out through there, and he'd have to let off. And then if he tied the front end down, it's like he couldn't get his traction to hook up.
Is that the night that Mike Greer come out of his shoes?
Yeah, they had to pull him off the racetrack. But yeah, the guy in the Nova is his name is Jeff, and he owns Malden Arms, and he's a nitrous car.
Yeah,
that's a big block. Over 600 cubic inches nitrous, but that wagon is I think it's twin turbos or just one turbo. But yeah, hey, Jeff, he's hard on that 632, 650 cubic inches. He's hard on it. Yeah, they don't know but one thing: when they let go of the button, they don't let off. It don't matter what's happening.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I looked at the weather, and
It ain't looking good for tomorrow night.
I
I'm
really.
talking about for Saturday. That's some go fast weather for
Oh,
Saturday.
Yeah. I was kind of I'm hoping that weather's gonna hold off to about 9 o'clock. I don't know.
Hank, if that weather holds out for Saturday, I may have to pack your shoes for your dress. You know it.
That'll be all right. You know where I'm parked.
We
You
are.
know how to pack a chute?
Yeah, just wait. Just wait on me. I'll get it.
'Cause you'll have to keep me because
Yeah.
I ain't
Hey,
been
listen, I tell you,
pull it.
oh,
Yeah.
Jesse's give us a download right there. One turbo.
23-degree head small block. There you go.
Jesse
Yeah.
helps the guy out in the Malibu wagon, and I think he helps Eddie some too.
Yeah.
Eddie
Jesse's good on all that stuff. So, yeah, they put on a good show now. Like I said, you think it was running for $5,000, and the ones on Thursday night are running for bragging rights. Yeah, that's what they get. Get to say, "Hey, I'm number one" at the end of the night. So
I always was impressed with the. I don't remember his name. He was number one on the list at the end of the year before, but it's like the green Mustang. He actually drives that thing to the track, like changes tires and drives it back home, right?
he don't. That's Logan Terry.
Okay.
We had him on the show.
No, he don't change tires. He drives it. He drives it over there like that.
Tires
And
on
then
it.
drives it home. So yeah. Logan
Yeah,
Terry.
He don't haul it in there. He drives it. Yeah.
Yeah, he drives it in there. Yeah. There's a couple more that drives them in there. Like I said, most of them brings them in on a trailer. Some of them leaves on a rollback. So yeah. Yeah, we have some of them too. So yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Well, man, we appreciate you coming on here and talking about this, and we trying to help 864 help the racetrack, and we hope we have a big turnout. But I think a few years ago, I can remember they did that 864, and we run our bracket race, and we were just about done, and then they had them guys come in, and man, it flooded the place. It was a real big deal, and I'm hoping they have another successful outing like they did in the past.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, really Saturday you're going to get 2 races for the price of one.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to have our race, and then you're going to have the 864 Outlaws. So I mean, I saw where it's just $20 to get in for spectators Saturday. So, and you know, it's even though it's not a points race for us, still everybody needs to come on out and support the racetrack, and because you know, Mike Greer puts on a good show, and he makes sure that everything's like it's supposed to be. So, like I said, even though it ain't a points race, he's still paying the money.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's what it's all about the money.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
Well,
Yeah, did y'all have me on?
yes, sir.
Fun.
I hope we have you on more often. I'm sure you probably gonna win your race this year and get on here with us, won't you?
Sure. If I win a race, I'll be glad to get on here. I'll host it for you. Yeah.
he said
if I win a race here, I'll ride home with you or Rusty and wait till the show comes on Wednesday night. Yeah, I see one of your sponsors right there is Jim West and Sons. They help me out a lot too. Now them two, I throw their name here tonight for anything I ever need. They help me out. And I know that's one of your good sponsors right there, along with all the rest of them are on the bottom of your screen. So yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know that Dale was a pro? I bet
Pro
you
what?
Well, he's a pro. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah.
I know he's a pro landscaper, according to his brother. So sometimes I'll call and say, "Going to Greer today, or are you going to race day?" He's like, "Nah, I got to work in my yard or work on my deck or something." I'm like, "Man, come on, you do that tomorrow."
Wait, he told me that he used to always hear my dad talk about cutting the grass before he come to the racetrack, and said had a little success. He thought he was going to start doing that too. He said it ain't worked out though. But all jokes aside, Tim and Dale, you couldn't ask for no better people for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, they help me out a lot, and if I need anything, all I got is pick the phone up and call them, and they'll take care of them. Like I said, I'm trying to get them to come on down to Greer. You know, he's got a free pass to Farmington for the 450s, and he's got a free pass to Greer. I'm like, man, you
Right.
everywhere you go, you get in free.
Right.
So I'm like, you should be racing somewhere every Saturday.
Does he have the belt still? Tim?
Yes, he still got the belt.
That's probably why he ain't showing up.
Well, you know,
He's
he was down to 7 cars Saturday.
He was.
And I think, was it Shane put him out? I mean, both of them had good packages. And matter of fact, when we went around there for the 7th, when the 7 cars left, I said, he was 002 to round before that. I said, man, you probably got to buy. We go around there and he ain't got to buy. And I'm like, well, that ain't right. So I walked over and asked Travis Bryant. I said, what'd you have? He said, oh, I was perfect. I'm like, okay, thanks for the information. Well, I just walked off. I'm like, good Lord.
I rode around there with a 0005 last week, and I'm like, I'm kind of my chest boat out. I'm like, I'm getting rolling, baby. And I stopped because Alicia was motioning me to go on in line. I stopped. I said, Are you sure? I was 000.
It's me, Paul.
But that ain't the first time that's ever had. That's about the 3rd time I've been 000 and not get a buy run out of that place.
That's what I'm saying. That's how tough. I mean, it's like that everywhere you go, really. You know.
You see Mark.
Yeah. He's a star. The reason I lost 2nd round is because of Tim. Because right there, he said, I said, I wasn't too good on the lights 1st round. He said, here, drink this Red Bull. Well, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Man. And then Mark said, give me the rest of it, because I'm like, man, this thing, I don't know if I want. He said, give me the other half. Well, after 2nd round, me and Mark, we in the trailer, and we don't know what's going on. He said, I think we shouldn't have drank that Red Bull. I said, there ain't no fat. We don't need no more energy drinks. Yeah.
You don't think Dale wears that belt when he cuts his grass, do you?
Well, Tim probably won't let Dale have it. You know, every time I see Tim's got it.
Dale tried to get it every other week, didn't he?
Yep, he almost got it. Yeah. You know, because he said, well, I guess I get the belt, don't I? And I'm like, nope. He's like, why? I said, you got to win the race, not runner up. He's like, oh, you got to do it. I'm like, yeah. So, yeah, even runner up don't count to get the belt.
Right.
You got to win. So, yeah, it's tough.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's tough. Yep.
Thank you. We appreciate you, buddy. Thank you a bunch.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. We'll see you Saturday.
All right. Thank you. See you, Chad.
See you, Hank.
All right, brother. See y'all.
See you, man.
Oh, man, I tell you what, that was pretty good. Hopefully we'll have a pretty good turnout this weekend. And you got a couple things you'd like to say, Rusty?
I know Shady Side runs this week. Obviously, Greer does. I don't really know anybody else local running. So just wishing everybody good luck, this week. Y'all have anything else?
Oh, we'd like to send our thoughts with Milton. I know he's had some Milton AG. He had a bypass and having some things going on, and hopefully he'll get back going and get back at the track with us.
Yeah, for sure. Just got to keep him in our thoughts and prayers, and also we're thankful to our sponsors as well.
Oh yeah,
running across the screen there, we're thankful for them and what they helped us with the show and such, and just looking to more things to come with the show and things we can help at the racetrack and stuff with. Chad, you got anything?
Homie, get healed up. Get back out the track.
That's right. I
think to go to piggyback, Rust, I think Union's got a points race this weekend as well.
Oh, shoot. I had it wrote down, and yes, sorry. But, good luck to all those going that way, too. So, but,
All right. Well, we're gonna head on out. We'll see y'all next week, same time, same place. Hopefully, I'll be the guest next week. Good interview, because I'm looking for a good week.
61 on the time run.